Hello YouTube, Chester Boy, and welcome to my first ever Kamen Rider Revice review. So where I'm going to go with these reviews on my channel is that I'm going to be reviewing only the action figure line, which is called the Revice Remix figure line. So yeah, so don't expect any roleplay weapons or toys on this channel. So I'm only going to be focusing on just this line. That's it. So this is the Kamen Rider Revice and Kamen Revice Rex Genome set. So basically, genomes are basically what the forms are going to be called in the show. So yeah, because of the whole DNA aesthetic going on. So we got Kamen Revice Rex Genome and Kamen Revice Rex Genome. So basically, of course, these two figures can combine to form a remix form, which we'll get to that later in this review. And of course, they come with accessories. We got the Owing Buster 50 in its gun mode and its axe mode, and two pairs of relaxed hands, one for Revice and the other pair for Vice. So we'll set these off to the side for now, and let's focus on Revice. Kamen Revice. So here's Kamen Revice Rex Genome. You can see he's mainly pink and teal with some purple accents going on. Especially we got the close-up of the Revice driver. You can see we got the Rex Vice stamp, which are basically the collectibles, the key collectibles of the season. Of course, we've got the T-Rex symbol there. Of course, we got the same on his chest. Of course, we've got like claw marks on the other side. Of course, we got this kibble right here, which will come into play once we get to the gimmick. So yeah. So here's his head. Got this very cool looking grin on his face. So pretty cool. Got some nice big eyes. Of course, we got the T-Rex eyes above it. So, yeah. So yeah, of course we got the legs here, which you can see there's like little purple pegs that flip out, which again, we'll get to that later. So, of course it gets some nice, some claw marks on his thigh. So yeah, very nice, very nice. Of course we got some Vice stamp holders on the side. Now, before I get any further, no, this is actually not an RKF line, just to let you know. Because on the box, which you're seeing right here, there is no Rider Kicks figure logo anywhere on the box. I mean, we got the 50th anniversary logo on the bottom. Of course, we got the, of course, here is the logo right there of the gimmick line. So, of course, here's the back. And basically, these are the instructions. So basically, Bandai is not going to be doing paper instructions this time. No, they're going to be putting instructions on the back. So basically, that's a nice little economic with what they're doing. So that's pretty neat. So yeah. All right, back to Revice. So articulation, head is on a ball joint, which goes up and down. Of course, you can turn side to side. Of course, it goes up and down, like I said before. The shoulders, the arms can go up to the side like this. Of course, the shoulder pads to move forward, which, okay, yeah, this one looks a little weird. Yeah, the shoulder joint is a bit weird because of the gimmick. But of course, the elbows can bend at a perfect 90 degrees. And of course, the wrists can rotate like that. And of course, he does have an ab crunch, just like with the RKF line. And then again, this is not RKF. So, yeah. And of course, the legs can go forward, they can go back, and of course the knees can bend. Of course, they can twist, and they can twist here. And of course, there's an ankle joint right here. Of course, on the bottom here, some pegs right there. And of course, there's actually there's actually holes on the bottom. If you look closely at the footprints, they have the number 5 on them. So, which yeah, they got number 5. Of course, and of course, just to show real quick. Vice's feet have the number 0 on the bottom. So basically, if you put them together, they make 50. So, very cool. So that's all the articulation. Of course, let's go on to Vice, his buddy devil. Igarashi's buddy demon. So yeah. So here's Kamen Vice Rex Genome. You can see he's basically just kind of have a nice patchwork design going on in terms of his suit. Now, basically, this is going to look like a motif for all of Kamen Vice's forms. You can see there's like various lines going around on his body. Like there's some lines going around here, like that. Got some lines right here. Basically, they're supposed to resemble stitches. So basically, what Toei is going for, basically all the Kamen Revice's forms are going to have a nice like, kind of a costume, like patchwork motif going on. To basically, disguise, his demon body, his demon self. So he looks like a rider, not a demon. So I can see what they're going for. So yeah. He got this nice cute little T-Rex hoodie. Right there, of course, we got his scarf. And then he's got a tail. Yep, he's got a tail, which there should have been some black on the tail, like in the show. So, yeah, oops, drop that. And of course, just like Kamen Revice, he's got a T-Rex logo on him. And of course, he's got the Buddy Buckle, that's what it's called. And of course, he's got these shins right here, which will come into play once we get to the gimmick. And yeah, that's pretty much what I could say about it. So, articulation, hands on a ball joint. Arms can swing out to the side. Of course, they could turn all the way around. They could spin all the way around. Of course, we got an elbow joint, which goes at a little bit more than 90 degrees. Of course, we got a wrist swivel here. And of course, just like with Kamen Revice, he's got an ab crunch. Of course, we got leg joints here and there. Of course, we got the knee joint. Of course, they can twist here. Of course, there's the ankle joint right there. And of course, the scarf and tail joint, if you will. So yeah. So that is that. Now we're going to take a look at the accessories. All right, so let's take a look at the accessories that they come with. All right, so we're going to take a look at the Owen Buster 50 in its gun mode and its axe mode. So now there's actually a bit of a size difference between them. As you can see, this one is smaller than this one. So as you can see it's actually, this one's a bit larger than this one. Just to fit in scale with the figure. And of course, the axe blade right here for the gun mode is smaller, while the axe mode is a bit bigger. So, because of obvious reasons. So, yeah. And then, of course, any one of these two can hold them. So, of course, for Revive, we can put in the Owen Buster in gun mode. So, just push this in and twist it in like that. And there you go. You can have them hold this. And of course, you can do the same for Revive. Or, I'm sorry, Vice, if you will. I'm sorry. Of course, here's the axe mode. We basically just push this in and twist it in like that. And there you go. You have him holding the axe, his axe, or the Owen Buster 50 in axe mode. And of course, it does come with swappable hands. So basically, you can pull this out, which does take some doing. There we go. Just like that. And we'll swap that with this, which is easier said than done. There we go, just like that. And yes, you may know my only complaint, my little nitpick about this is that these do pop off very easily. I mean, they do peg in very easily. So just letting you know. So yeah. So yeah. So you can make him like pose like he's about to do the what's it called, the stamping finish, if you will. Like he's grabbing the Vice stamp and pulling to the side. So if you want to. And of course, for Vice, you can do the same with this guy. All right, so go ahead. This one is a bit tricky because, okay. I'm just gonna cut off here for now. Okay, I just got him in there. I actually got both of them in there and oh my lord, you had to like put a lot of force to get these open hands in there. Because you want to know how big these pegs are? They're actually quite big. Basically, you have to like wedge them in there and then put like enough force to get them in there. So now, and eventually, these shoulder pads right here do pop off very easily. So, and of course, they do easily go back on. So if you're gonna swap hands out, make sure you take these shoulder pads pieces off and then put them back, and swap the hands on and put these back on. So just to make this a little easier. So there you go. To make him do it like his pose, if you will, like his scary, like his little show off pose, if you will, if you want to. So yeah, there you go. All right, so we're gonna start the transformation of Revice Rex. So this transformation is a bit involved. So we're gonna start with Revive first. So, all right. So we'll start with Revive. Pull his head back like this. You're gonna swing this over his head like this. You wanna know why these arms go out like this? It's because of this transformation bit. Alright, so you can go ahead and fold these around like this. Actually, make sure you fold that down. Okay, make sure you don't pop the arms off. And you make sure you get the fingers close together like this. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and extend this piece out. There you go, until here it's snapped into place. And you're gonna fold these up, and we're gonna fold the legs up like this. So basically, it looks like he's diving. So, like a diving position. So, I'm gonna go ahead and flip out these little purple pins on the side of his thighs. So, that's Revice. Next is Vice. Okay. So, we're gonna go ahead and actually we're gonna pop these off for now, because you know they have to pop out easily, but we'll just put this one on the other arm. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and unplug the shins and plug them onto his feet. So these are going to become the Revice Rex's feet. Now it's a little redundant what I said there. I did this on the other side. There we go, get in there. Alright, cool. And you're going to fold his legs up like this. So you can see there's pegs on his thighs. So, alright. I should go ahead and flip up the scarf and Vice's tail become a T-Rex tail. So, yeah. All right. Now I'm gonna bring Revice, and of course, now this is actually a bit tricky. So I'm gonna start with the arms, the purple pins first. This is like the tricky bit. You have to like wedge them in there. So you have to give him like enough force to put it in there. There we go. Okay, I heard that snap. There you go. And we'll take the other one like this. Oh, again, this is it's a little hard to do. But the more you do it, the easier it gets. So there we go. All right, got that snapped. And then we can go ahead and tab Revice feet onto Vice's thighs. So there we go. Just get this all straightened out like this. Okay, good. All right. Oh, and go ahead and you can see on Vice's forearms there are T-Rex arms they have to fold out. There we go, just like that. Oh, and then of course we'll go ahead and plug these back on. And from here we're gonna fold them down like this. Basically butterfly them open so we can feel Kamen Revice's insignia on the side. So go ahead and put this back on and fold that down. There we go. Okay, what? Okay. Yeah, this is a bit finicky. I mean, right off the bat, so. Alright. I think I got it. So. Okay, stay. Oh, okay, it just balanced. Okay. Oh, wow. Alright. So there we go. So here is Revice Rex. And yes, this is rather silly and awkward. And yes, even the butt to face things prevalent, of course. And of course, it's been highlighted in the show. As of episode 2, I think, which is when Revice looked at the camera and said, like, why am I on the bottom? Like, why have to be on the bottom? And it just does this. So, yeah. I mean, if you look at the CG model of this thing, it looks pretty good. It looks okay. I mean, at least what Bandai's trying to do this, like trying to execute this, but yeah. Now, getting into this is actually kind of a bit of a balancing act because, you know, you want the center of mass to be Vice, not Revice, because if you lean too forward, like if you lean like forward like this, it'll just make him bonk his head onto the table. So, yeah. Now, for articulation, well, legs and the T-Rex arms and the jaw, of course. So, yeah. Now, it is best if you want to. I think the best you can look at him is from the side. I mean, this looks okay. I mean, from the side, it looks okay. I mean, but from the front, it looks like he's just it's just Vice holding up another figure. So, yeah. So, yeah, it's silly and awkward, and I love it. I mean, just because of the design. I mean, not because of this, okay? So, yeah. I'm pretty sure some remix forms are going to be like this. Well, some of them, not all of them. So, yeah, we'll just see what the we'll just see what the toy line works in the future. Okay, so overall, this figure set is okay. Not perfect, but okay. I mean, the figures on their own are very great. I mean, including their accessories. And, the Owing Buster 50-inch gun mode and axe mode. The swappable hands, which I will appreciate they included them, for posing, if you would. For posing. But they're going to be pretty much like hard to get him in there. Like, you have to swap, like, you have to pull like enough, well, I should say, you have to put like enough force to pull him out. And of course, for the hands, if you want to swap out with, like, this hand with this hand, you have to put like enough force to get him in there. So, yeah. Now the remix form, which I know a lot of people don't like the looks of it, which I can understand why. But even the remix form again on the box, I mean, this is not the CG version, okay? I mean, even though the CG version looks a little bit better in the show, but even though, I get what Bandai's trying to do here, trying to execute this, on, from the show to the toy. I mean, but hopefully this line will get better. I hope so. I mean, but this is not a bad start, okay? The figures on their own are great. It's just the remix form is just a little finicky, in my opinion. So if you like the remix form, then good for you. I mean, I won't stop you. So, yeah. Now, as far as I know, this is the only set in the Revice Remix figure line for the month. So hopefully next month we'll get like 2 or 3 more. We'll just have to wait and see we'll see what time will tell. So, yeah. So thank you for watching. Like what you saw, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon next to it. You follow my Twitter and Facebook page, the links are down below in the description. So I'll catch you next time.